So Crash 1, 2, and 3 were all great and whatever, and Spyro's probably gonna be great too, whatever. But listen, Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash are the untapped party games of a generation, created long before they could take full advantage of their networking potential. CTR is like the second best cartoon racing game of all time, second only to, you probably guessed it, Mod Nation Racers, and Crash Bash was a ton of fun with great minigames and a full co-op campaign. Most people already understand the need for a Crash Team Racing remake in particular, so I'm going to focus this video on some Crash Bash justification, a game less people are either aware of or never quite fell under its heavenly spell. So why should Crash Bash get a remake? Well, online multiplayer. This is the big reason that CTR shares as well, which is to say that you remake this game, you give it online multiplayer, and you swallow the cash. Just shovel it down your bulbous, protruding gullet like an obese pelican. Just scoop up wads of gamer money from the surface of the cove and regurgitate it into your bank vaults for safekeeping. If you're unfamiliar with Crash Bash, allow me to explain Crash Bash to you. Crash Bash is a game Crash Bash about pitting good versus evil in a Crash Bash of different party game style competitive battles Crash Bash, whether you're engaging in crate throwing melees Crash Bash, polar bear riding King of the Hills Crash Bash, or full on tank wars Crash Bash. Crash Bash is an exciting, heated, free-for-all or team battle good time. The campaign has you traveling through warp rooms, either solo or with a dedicated player too, completing different objectives of the same levels whether you're gathering trophies, gems, crystals, or relics, meaning each level can be played 4 times with 4 different goals. The trophy is your basic win condition, while the gem usually means you have to win in a shorter amount of time, the relic ratchets up the computer AI difficulty, and the crystal typically adds a dangerous and wacky modifier. There are several different minigame archetypes set in different stages that change the rules and environmental factors of the game, leading to a slew of variety to keep you entertained. And outside the campaign, you can play any stage you've unlocked in free play with up to 4 players, and there's even a tournament mode. Dude, there's a tournament mode in a game that never got to have online multiplayer. It's a story that breaks my heart. Crash Bash is sorely underrated in my book, Crash Bash, and giving it some much-needed resurgence with superior networking capabilities could honestly make it explode like it never did before. This is a game that doesn't need much tweaking to succeed. Just let people matchmake in the free play and tournament modes, and invite an online friend to do some cooperative campaign. I remember playing all the way through the campaign with my dad when I was like 10, and it was a blast. You don't need to change anything unless you want to add more minigames, but you could totally get away with not doing that and nobody would care. The reason I single out Crash Bash here, Crash Bash, is because CTR is already a lock. I think the people behind the Insane trilogy already said they were looking into remaking other things, and this is after Spyro was already well known to be happening, so the logical choice is to do one of the most beloved kart racers of all time. But there's a trap they might fall in, and I do not want them to fall in it, so heed my warning, future CTR remake devs. I know you're gonna maybe default to a package deal of a CTR remake coupled with a similarly redone Crash Nitro Kart. That might look nice to you. A dual game pack with cohesive mechanics, an original and its sequel. It's a safe choice. It's a safe thing to do. Holy God, please don't. I don't want to go too far or ruffle any feathers, but Crash Nitro Kart is an abomination. Do not resurrect it from the deep pits of hell where it lay. Leave it undisturbed that it might never rise again and plague the world with its foul essence. You take Crash Nitro Kart, crumple it into an unrecognizable paper ball and dropkick it into a flaming recycling bin, and in its place, you put Crash Bash, a Crash Team Racing / Crash Bash combo Crash Bash. Now that is a winning partnership. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you like, share, and subscribe, and whatnot, and I'll see you guys next time.